Bob, I like people. One, we are going to talk about post-Faithless looting ban. Phoenix, is it viable? Is it dead? A couple of changes to the list here. I was always a big fan of the opt sleight of hand split, but now we got to choose one. Got to have the instant. It just has to be done. I'm sorry. I like sleight of hand better. I like it. It's a better card, except for that it's a sorcery, and I need to be able to cast these things instantly to flip this goddamn thing. Why do I care that there are 4 of them? If you'll notice over here, we're back on Pyromancer Ascension. Hopefully, we're going to ride this anti-Hogak plus Stoneforge sort of life to people aren't as packing as much graveyard hate. So we can actually play this Pyromancer Ascension and not be too worried about it. The other big change, obviously got to have something that discards these damn cards, right? Is a charm. So I've played one game with a similar list so far. What's going to happen? Is a charm, 2 mana, instant. The instant is cool. The counter is super cool. And I was actually able, in playing Grixis Control, to Pyromancer double shock a Nicol Bolas right before it flipped. It's not bad. It's not Faithless looting. Other addition here, other than Pyromancer Ascension, so we're going 2 of Aria, 2 of Pyromancer Ascension, actually gives us a couple more win cons, right? I need to be able to flashback some of these spells. You needed the flashback on Faithless looting. It was so helpful. Even if it did cost 3, even if you had 3 mana and it wasn't getting you anywhere, nothing in hand, you just did it because you needed the last spell for Thing in the Ice, or you needed to throw some cards in the damn graveyard. Snapcaster Mage, Snaps has been out and in of this list for a very long time. I never thought it was very efficient. I didn't play it at Tampa. I played against a couple of mirrors with it and I rolled them. The mirrors that I didn't roll were Pyromancer Ascension mirrors because I got that going a little bit quicker than I could kill them. I think what our plan is here, more of the, hey, can we turn 2, turn 3 Phoenix thing? If not, let's just go Pyromancer Ascension and get him. We have one more flex slot here. I'm still up in the air about it. I chose Lava Dart. Lava Dart obviously is a one-of, which doesn't quite work with Pyromancer Ascension. A little bit of a non-bow. It is a non-bow. Because Pyromancer Ascension needs you to have cards in the graveyard with the same name. Actually, question here. If you have a card in the graveyard, so if I had a Lava Dart and a Pyromancer Ascension out, and I sacrificed a mountain to flashback Lava Dart, would I get another counter on Pyromancer Ascension? I'm sure I will find this out momentarily in gameplay with Snapcaster and Lava Dart. Otherwise, same shell. Thing in the Ice, Arclight Phoenix. Let's see if we can get him down there. Manamorphose is even more of an important role now because it's that free spell that is going to let us flip that thing. Also, Thought Scour. So Thought Scour was a pretty common cut when you thought, hey, they might have some graveyard hate. You might want to not go all in on the graveyard. I'm not sure if that is the best anymore. We are a little more dependent on the graveyard, I would say, this list. So maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm just a big idiot. That's why we do these fucking test games. Sideboard, we have our blue counters. I upped 1 Spell Pierce from the list at GP. Now, the list at GP also had 4 Leyline of the Void so I could smash Hogak, which I did. 4 rounds worth. It was awesome. Hogak and Burn. Just wanted to play it all day. I lost 1 game to Burn and 1 game to Hogak in 5 rounds, including the Last Chance Trials the day before. So yeah, I was really pumped about that. Never dropped a match to any of them. We have our Counterspell Suite, Ceremonious Rejection. So this is going to take care of your Chalice when you're on the play, your Ensnaring Bridges, your Thought Knots and Reality Smashers, and against Tron, the big guys, right? Ugin and Karn and Ulamog. I like to have 1. I don't want to go more than 2, even though all those things are kind of detrimental to us, especially the Chalice and the Bridge. Still the worst things. Force Negation, counter stuff, Planeswalkers, Spell Pierce, you can use it kind of defensively on your turn. Force Negation, I went down to 1 after buying 3 damn foils. In real life. The card disadvantage is pretty major, and the fact that there are a lot of spells that the opponent can work around Force of Negation and just play on your turn. Spell Pierce just takes that sort of job and does it, but sometimes you're all tapped out and you gotta have a force. Red spells. Blood Moon, 2. Humans. I'd even wagered against Jund. If you can drop it early enough. Jund on the play, all day. I like it against Dredge on the play. I like it against, obviously, Tron on the play. I mean, hell, Tron anytime, really. Anger the Gods, Humans, Elves, Devoted Druid, combo decks. Yeah, kill them all. Shatterstorm. So I've mentioned a couple times, I hate Chalice, and Bridge. They break us. They break us so hard. Our soft little feathery bird icicle bodies in this deck. We just get broken by those two cards. Not saying we haven't won through a couple 2-tree Chalice, but Bridge is really hard. And if you're going to go play Affinity or something and add a GP, you're going to get people who are there who are just on their old school affinity list. They're going to be on their Hardened Scales affinity list, and you just need to sweep away those artifacts. Wurza, mono blue Urza, Thopter Foundry sort of thing. Also, get all those artifacts out of there. They take a long time to win. Just get those artifacts out of there. Why I moved away from Shattering Spree, you can regenerate those artifacts. So God bless it if somebody's playing a Welding Jar and you really, really need that Shattering Spree to kill those Chalices and Bridges and what have you. Can't do it. So make sure you draw one of these stupid Shatter Storms and just cast it. You know, just cast it, get it over with. And then I hate losing to burn, which we do in this deck. Hopefully Izzet Charm helps with that because of the Spell Pierce mode. However, an opening hand with a Dragon's Claw is like opening with a Leyline against Hogak. You keep it, you good. It's going to be so hard for them to win, and you're going to take so long, you're going to draw into more Dragon's Claws. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get to some gameplay.